Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. This is Dr. Positive. I want to welcome you to Liberia Shall Rise. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. This is Dr. Positive. All right, hold on. Hold on. I'm getting an echo. Let me fix that quickly. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I just want to welcome you all. The year is coming to an end, and Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I just want to welcome you all. The year is coming. Okay, let me turn this up. All right. So basically, again, welcome, and welcome. Let me know if you can hear me fine. Um, I want to welcome you to the end of the year. 2024 is coming to an end, but we are about to transition to a new year, 2025. And I just wanted to take you through something. I woke up this morning, actually, up to this morning, I couldn't come up with an idea for our show today. And I kept thinking, what can I end the year with? What can I end the year with? And when I woke up from sleep this morning, this idea came to me and say, what if you go and ask AI to design a Liberia for you in the future? So I went to Microsoft Copilot, and everything you see here is from Microsoft Copilot and Gemini, and Google Gemini. So I'm about to take you into the future. So brace yourself. Grab your cassava leaf, your tabagi, palm butter, whatever you can get on your hand this morning, this afternoon, even your fufu and soup with the dudu inside. I mean, get that, sit down, and get ready to travel into the future with me. This is amazing. This is great work that you are about to see. The first time ever on TV land, on Facebook land, on internet land, you are about to walk into the future with Dr. Positive on Liberia Shall Rise. So let me play this song for my brother Othello Collins. Once that song finishes, I'm going to come and walk you through the future of Liberia from the minds of Dr. Positive and assisted by AI. All right. So don't go anywhere, please. Don't go anywhere. Let's get the song started. Once the song finishes, I'll be right back. And please share the show, invite people, tell people that Dr. Positive is about to show something about Liberia that you have never seen before. So call your neighbor, call your friend, tell your friend to call your friend, call their friend. And even your enemy, you can call them right now and tell them that Dr. Positive is about to share something great that you don't want to miss. Again, hold on. Othello Collins got this great song that is about to, that will play. And then right after that song, I'll be right back because I have to share. So also help me to share the show, please. Again, let's listen to Othello Collins, All Hail Liberia Hail, a great song that we need to make Liberia great again. So please stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Oh, hail Liberia, hail. Oh, hail Liberia, hail. This glorious land of liberty shall long be out. Your new name, great be her fame, and mighty be her power. Oh, 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 yeah.
All right. Again, welcome to Liberia Shall Rise. This is Dr. Positive here to take you into the future of Liberia. I want to welcome everybody that are watching already. I see Eddie, San Diego, from somewhere. Please let me know. Oh, it said no volume. Can you hear me now? Okay, Eddie, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Good afternoon, Sis Paulina. Can you hear me? Just give me a thumbs up or something if you can hear me. Let me ask here. Let me type it in. Or let me check myself. Hold on. And the audio. Okay, can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me just see. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me check something quick before I go. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? All right. Now, if you guys can hear me, let me know. Okay, I think. Okay, I can hear myself. I just tested. So let's get the show started. I mean, technology want to fill me, even I want to take you guys in the future. So again, we need technology to take us in the future. But firstly, let me make my screen full screen, and then so you can see actually the beauty of what I'm about to show. Right now, I want to walk you through gradually. I want to welcome you to Lone Star Regional Airport. In 10 years, what will our next airport look like? Where will we build it? Will we build this airport in Lofa County? Will we build it in Grand Jita County? Will we build it in Sano County? Welcome to the Lone Star Regional Airport. See how beautiful this airport look. Now, this is something that was generated by AI, but imagine somewhere in Liberia, in our situation room, where we all are sitting down and say, hey, what do we want for Liberia to look like in the next 20 years? What do we want for Liberia to look like in the next 50 years? And we sit down and put pen to paper, hire all the architects, bring architects from Liberia, bring architects from around the world. If we don't have experts to help us design this kind of beautiful building, but just sit down and say, hey, what do we want to see Liberia like? And now I present to you today the Lone Star Regional Airport. Imagine this airport as an airport that somebody from Conakry, Guinea can fly, drive to Liberia and fly out of Liberia to go to wherever they want to go around the world. Somebody from Ivory Coast can, even instead of going all the way to where the Abidjan airport is, that person, if they are closer to the Liberian border, they can travel to this airport to come and fly out of Liberia. Imagine a Liberia where we have one of the most beautiful airports where people can fly from around the world. You see our own Air Liberia sitting there. You see the airport, how beautiful it is. It's local Liberia. When you take your people to the airport, you can stand here and actually say bye-bye to them, wave to them and say bye-bye. You see the type of cars we have. These cars, and even say made in Liberia. These cars are all made in Liberia. We're not buying these cars from anywhere, as you can see. Even the cars we have here, those are cars that were actually made in Liberia. Imagine that for a minute. Just imagine with me for a minute, a Liberia where we manufacturing our own cars, or Liberia where we actually designing things that we want to use. Imagine with me a minute, can that be possible? It can only be possible if we Liberia dream it. And this is a dream that came to me this morning, and I'm sharing it with you. And I want you to share the page with people, invite people to Liberia Shall Rise. This is the reason we need to start thinking about the future of Liberia. They said, without a vision, a nation perish. If as a people, we don't even have the vision of what we want to see our country like in the next 20, 30, 40 years, what then? How can we get to that place if we don't imagine it? Right now, let's look at this. This is just an airport. When people come to the airport alone, They are happy. The airport alone is an artwork that makes somebody say, oh, I just want to travel to Liberia just to see their airport. See how beautiful this thing is, right? You travel to Liberia just to see the airport. Now, let me take you outside of the airport. Once you leave the airport, what do you see? You see this big sign, beautiful futuristic city that says, welcome to Liberia. Welcome to Liberia. And you can see a whole lot of things. Like we have videos going on this billboard that says welcome to Liberia. We have people moving, we have cars, we have streets that are designed like you are in a 2060 movie. This is the Liberia that we all can envision, right? When you enter Liberia, when you enter this Liberia of the future, you want to see beauty. It's things that have never been seen anywhere. But how does this happen? Who make this happen? Where do we start from? If we are fighting over simple things like speakership, we're not sitting down to think about things like this. We're not even sitting down to think about where our country will go. What do we want to do for tourism? How do we want to, what Liberia we want to see when people come to our country? And we're here sitting down arguing on simple things like speakership, right? I don't know what benefit to bring to Liberia, but whether it's just a place where when you get there, you are untouchable. Maybe when you become speaker, you become untouchable, where you can just eat money unlimitedly. So people want that position. But if I was in Liberia, if I was in the Senate, these are the kind of things that I will propose, that I will bring to the floor for us to debate. How do we want to look? How do we want Rawafee Highway to look? How do we want Bunchama, Lofa County to look? How do we want Sando County to look in the next 20, 30 years? These are the kind of things that I will bring to the floor for us to discuss. What is the Liberia we want for people to see when they come to Liberia? Right? So these are the kind of things that I hope our future in 2025, our leaders start looking at and say, hey, Dr. Positive is saying there's a possibility for us to create a beautiful Liberia. Let's agree with him and work on that Liberia. When we're discussing the future of Liberia, when we're discussing things on the Senate floor, these are the things that we start talking about. How do we want to see Liberia? How do we want to see our various cities? Now, let me walk you through. As you leave the capital, as you leave the airport and you get into the city, what do you see? This is the Liberia you see. You see the beautiful flag of Liberia sitting out somewhere around the country. You have these overpass, right, where you just see beauty upon beauty. Right, this is amazing. You like, oh, I'm going downtown like Monrovia today, and you get downtown Monrovia. You can walk, you can travel, you can drive there, or you can take the train, or you can take some kind of flying car to get to the capital city and go and do what you want to do, and then come back home. Imagine this, folks. It's not impossible. Other cities are working on this. Other cities are thinking about this. This is Dr. Positive saying, this is possible too in Liberia. Look at this picture with me for a minute. This road is somewhere in Texas. This road is somewhere in somewhere in the West. These are designs that people come up with and say, for the next 10 years, for the next 15 years, this is where we want for our city to go. This is where we want for our capital to go. So let's work on the design. And this is what I'm asking our senators, our government, our president. These are the kind of discussion I want them to start having. What do we want to see Liberia? Even our president that just took office, Lofa County, the road to Lofa County has been bad for hundreds of years. Imagine this. Since you were born in your county, you haven't drank safe drinking water. Since you were born in your county, you still go in the bush to toilet. Imagine that. When will that change for your people? When will that change for your people? When will we make that change for our people? To imagine yourself waking up in the morning, going to sit down in a bush, the deer watching you, the snake watching you, every animal just looking at you. You don't get no privacy when it comes to Mother Nature. In Liberia, we're still doing that. We're going in the bush, sitting down. The same place the deer then sit on the poo-poo, the same place the rabbit then sit on the poo-poo, the same place the rat then sit down to poo-poo. Then we sit down there and poo-poo there, and then we come back. And when somebody show up in our village, we say, oh yeah, the councilman is here, the councilman is here, the senator is here, the senator is here. When that person show up, walk away. Nobody might even show up to talk to them because they're not doing anything for you. For hundreds of years, imagine living in a society where you don't even have safe drinking water. Okay, let's take something for example. You go and poo in the forest. It rain, the rainwater, take that poo and bring it to the village and to the river, and you're going to take water from that river. You're seeing people that came from the forest, it come in that river, and you drinking it. Your children drinking it, your family drinking it. The animal you are eating, they are eating the same thing. I mean, it's sad. It's sad. Just think about it. When these people take office, what challenges are we giving them? What are we giving them? What mandate are we giving them? Is it just, are we just waiting for them to come and give us a bag of rice and say it's okay? No, I think the Liberia I see, the future I see, it requires people who are thinking way advanced in the future and say, hey, we have to make a change. Our country cannot be in poverty like this forever. Our villages cannot be this bad forever. So I just want you guys to think for a minute as we enter this new year, as we enter 2025. Take this discussion to your senators. Take this discussion to your representative. A person that got elected as a representative. A person that got elected as a representative, they never show up to the village until the next election. That's sad. Ask them, what development do you have planned for our county? What future do you have planned for us? Will we still be drinking from the same river that our great grandfathers drank from, or are you going to help us to get safe drinking water? You understand? Hey, River says Pro, how are you, brother? Yeah, so this is the challenge I'm giving you guys. This is a challenge I'm giving you guys. Ask your leaders, ask them, what are they going to do? What is the plan for Liberia or for your village? So I'm going to walk you through the, like I said, I took the time. Imagine education for a minute with me, right? Imagine our education for a minute with me. A classroom where the children are designing things for the future, using technology, AI, and other things that people are working on around the world. This is a typical classroom that I see in Liberia, where the children, they go to school, they're not just sitting down somewhere in the sun. They're sitting down in a computer lab. They have the technology of the future, where the buildings are even designed, are built by the students, are designed by the students, and things like that. Like we have at MIT and other places that you have students working on projects that will benefit the institution, or a project that will benefit society, or a project that will benefit even the students that are working on these projects. So this is the Liberia I'm dreaming of. This is the Liberia that I woke up to this morning. I want you guys to just go in dreamland with me for a minute. Imagine a classroom like this in Liberia. What can the children learn? What are the possibilities? How many entrepreneurs can we create if we have a classroom that is focused on development of skills, a classroom that is focused on development of careers, a classroom that is focused on invention, not just learning A to Z? Imagine with me for a minute, my people, as we enter 2025, right? This is something that came to me. Imagine all our senators that are in our house, our representatives, imagine if all of them start thinking like this, or even say, oh, let's take 1% of that positive dream and make it a reality, right? Let me take you to another slide again. Look at our entertainment. When people enter Liberia now, after they have entered the city, our students are learning well. The entertainment, right? I said government-assisted entertainment, because many of our people, not everybody have money, not everybody have millions of dollars to go and build an entertainment center like this, right? So when we are building our entertainment center, if the government can partner with us or partner with somebody, some developer, and say, I will put in 60%, you bring 40%, and we build something that when people come to Liberia, imagine this place as Providence Island right there, right? Where people are passing around. We currently have Providence Island. We currently have the bridge. So imagine you build a facility around Providence Island where we have tourists. When people come to Monrovia, they have these great things they are seeing, right? They want to have fun. They have a pedestrian walk where people can just go and walk and go for entertainment. After entertaining themselves, right, they can come in and They can come and have fun. They can have fun and then go and shopping and do whatever they want to do, like they do in other cities, right? Then, and the question here is, when people come to visit Liberia, what will make them to come back? What we want them to take from Liberia when they leave and come back? That's my question, because we are talking about tourism. We are talking about tourism. What are we doing to encourage people to come to Liberia? Right? What are we doing to encourage people to come to Liberia? Now, I'm going to post the number. I'm still going. I don't intend to be here long. I'm just going to post the number. If you want to call in and participate, great. If not, let me just walk you through this dream of mine. But yeah. So imagine entertainment, right? You come to Monrovia or wherever county you go to, we have government assisted development, like the way they do in the US. When Six Flags is coming to a city, the amount of money that Six Flags make in the US, a city will say, we'll give you the land free, right? Once the city gave the person the land free, that person used the land to develop whatever they want to develop. All the citizens will contribute certain percentage, will give you tax-free for 5 years, tax-free for 10 years, and then you can create jobs for us. So these are the kind of thing, when I said government-assisted entertainment, the government have to participate in helping to create these entertainment centers that people will benefit from and the community will benefit from. People will create jobs. You find the whole pedestrian walk. People can be selling their color. People can be selling their pepper, their sour milk kueh and all those kind of stuff. And then when you enter the entertainment center, you get more enjoyment in there too. So this is a kind of thing that I'm thinking about. How can we develop Liberia to international standard? Even if we decide to create our own development, as you will see later on in this presentation, Liberia can be great. It will take us Liberians to make that happen. And we should challenge our leaders to start thinking like this. And this is why I came up with this morning. Like I said, I up to this morning or when I went to sleep, I never had anything planned for the show. But when I woke up this morning, this came to me. Said, Dr. Positive, what about a future of Liberia? What do you see in the future of Liberia? So then I was able to talk to AI and was able to generate some of these images. These are all AI generated. And I just asked a simple question: show me an entertainment center that look this way. And I was able to get all these things. So even our leaders can start doing these same things. Let's look at, let's take another travel in Liberia. Imagine our beaches. Go to Bonap Beach now. Instead of poo-poo, you're seeing some kind of thing like this. Tell me if you will not want to go back there. You see the beach. We have all the skyscrapers, right? You have all the skyscrapers, and you see there's blue, there's one with a light. When Independence Day comes, the Liberian history is flowing on that building. The Liberian history is flowing on that building. And then when any holiday comes, we kind of, when noon start playing, people that are even on the beach, they can watch the whole football game on this building because the building has TV on it. The building have TV on it. Imagine that in a Liberia where our whole building is a TV. The building is a TV. During the Independence Day celebration, while we're doing our jolly jolly, the music is playing on our screen. The beach, Bonap Beach, is beautiful like this. We have our Liberian flag where people can just go and sit down and take picture and do all that kind of stuff. Imagine this with me, folks. This is possible. This is possible. In every society, in every nation, in every generation, it comes a time when people decide on what they want to see, what they want their country to be like, where they want their country future to be. And it will take us. And it happened to be that you Liberians are lucky to have Dr. Positive, the prophet who is professing prosperity for Liberia, who is professing that Liberia can be great again, who is professing that someday Liberia shall indeed rise. So why not join me? Let's push our politicians, let's push our lawmakers, let's push our leaders to start seeing this dream to become a reality. In fact, share the video to 1 or 2 persons right now if you believe that dream, because with you sharing the video, you are telling somebody that, hey, I believe in that positive dream. I believe that someday Liberia shall rise and Liberia can be as beautiful as this place that is on this picture. right? And together we all can enjoy this. We can enjoy this in our lifetime, or even if it's not in our lifetime, our children's children can see these visions come to reality. But we have to start now. We have to start now. If we want to build this future, if we want to build this kind of dream of Liberia, we have to start now. Now I'm going to take you somewhere that you guys are familiar with. I'm going to walk you through something that you guys always see. Right now, anybody going to Liberia, you imagine the Patawiya waterfall, right? Imagine county development based on the value that county has, based on what the county has to offer in terms of tourism. Imagine this billboard. This is a billboard that is in Bond County. Now, every county come up with a unique billboard that shows like this. Imagine this. This is just my idea, right? I'm not an artist. I'm not nothing. But imagine this. This is me, Ulebele. I know nothing about drawing. And I was able to come up with a beautiful signboard that says, "Welcome to Bond County." And this signboard now is showing the Patawiya waterfall. It's showing the animals you can see when you come to Bond County. I, for one, even if I don't want to travel to Bond County, I will just go and stand at this signboard and take picture and just to say, oh, I went to Bond County, beautiful signboard. Imagine this kind of signboard is all over all our counties. As you come to Liberia, as you enter those counties, you see something beautiful that says, welcome to Grand Jita County, welcome to Grand Bassa County. And then they show the uniqueness of that county, right? This is simple and possible. These are things that we can do tomorrow or even the new year. We can now make plans. That every representative will say, I will build the first beautiful signboard that Dr. Positive talk about, the first beautiful billboard that Dr. Positive talk about before we start building the county. Now, imagine this for a minute. As you enter Bond County for a minute, you enter Bond County. Tell me, what do you want to see? Walk with me in dreamland, folks, and see the Bond County of the future, or the Lofa County of the future. I mean, let me not just stay on Bond County. This is Lofa County of the future. You still have your we don't have all the money, right, to develop every building, to develop everything in that county. So we put some unique buildings in that county. But as you can see, we have solar panel on all the buildings in the village, right? We now have few very, very beautiful buildings, and these can be things that we use for telecommunications. These buildings can be things that we use for advanced research and stuff like that. This can even be a university in Lofa County, right? But we have one or two beautiful buildings, and you can see the cell tower here. You can see the cell tower here. That's in Lofa County. This is possible. We can design. We can come up with these designs. We can hire architects. We can hire people that can think in the future and create things that make our counties beautiful. Until we start moving development to those areas, we have to come up with a county development plan, a county design plan, a county idea that make our counties to look beautiful. And this is a simple thing that can be started tomorrow, that can be started today, or even as we hit the clock, 2025, somebody can sit down and start working on plans like this to say, when I enter Lofa County, these are all the things I want to see. This is what we want to envision. Imagine this for a minute. Our leaders, or we don't have the money to say we're going to run copper wire from Monrovia or from all the power infrastructure we have to run it to all these counties. So if we decide to say every county will have solar panel installed, then we can now start training people at the University of Liberia, at Cotton University, to design solar panel that will work in our villages. So our education will be based on what we need, the current need, the important, the urgent need of Liberia. If we don't have teachers who can teach solar panel, we can partner with universities in Finland, in China, and wherever. We can partner with them where we can do remote learning. We buy the equipment and we kind of watch remotely on how to configure, how to install these things. Or there are some professors that have retired, right? These people have retired, and they still want to help society. They still want to do great things. So we can hire some of those retired professors that were engineers and bring them to Liberia for them to help wake up our economy, for them to help wake up our industries. And that's how we can develop stuff like this. And we can have people now developing for the rural areas. We can have people developing technology. So like solar panel, for example, since we can have a copper wire ran from Monrovia, from every corner of Liberia, we can find a cheaper solar solution that we can use, and we can put in all the villages. Now, this is a simple village. At that time, the village is still under development. So you see, they still didn't have the dusty road, but they have paved roads. You can still see cars driving in those villages. Now, let me take you to another village that was designed. This village now, it says, this is Sepacon in Riverside County, Riverside Pro. I just developed a city for you. Also in Riverside County, Sepacon. When you go to Sepacon, Riverside County, you see they still have a 2-lane road. You still have the motorbike gas, but now you see the solar panel on all the houses. You see few-story buildings, right? You see few-story building, but this is still beautiful. It's still being designed. People have lights. People have businesses. People have cars. If you look at this car here, this car is beautiful, right? Technologies can still be used in our villages. We can still add these things to our villages, but somebody have to start. We have to start from somewhere today. And like I'm saying, if we don't sit down as a people and have these discussions, if we don't sit down and start planning for the Liberia we want to see, if we don't sit down and start planning for the Liberia we want to see, our country will be in the 16th or 15th or 10th century, right? Where you still have people that live in villages, that live in mud houses. They're still using candle. They're still using lanterns, right? It's not anything at their fault, but people would rather use their lanterns than try to get electricity if they don't have no need for it. But if we create schools where these children are going to school, the children have lights at their school, their villages have lights, kids will learn faster, kids will acquire new skills faster. And this is a vision I have for Liberia. This is something that our leaders, that we all can work towards and say, how can we make this dream a reality? Right? Let me take you to another county again. The question here is, what will your mother's hometown look like in 20 years? In 20 years, what will your mother's hometown look like? What will your father's village look like in 20 years? Right? Or the village that you were born in, what would it look like in 20 years? Let me take you to another place. Now, look at this for a minute. Let me try to take a deep breath and before I come to this one. Which county will you want to visit with all this beauty? Which county will you want to visit? Right? Let's look at Grand Bassa in the future. Right? Look at these buildings. They're not kind of exorbitant. They're not flamboyant. They're not nothing but just the artwork. Right? We can hire an architect that say, all right, every building that is built in Buchanan can look this way, right? You see, it look like a circle. It look like something. It look like a curve, right? But this is still country building. It still look like country building, but it has design. It's fun. It's beautiful. You see people still walking on the street. People are, you see the cotton tree. You see all the things, and you see the beautiful Liberian flag in the middle of the city. Now, and you look ahead, you see these beautiful cars, right? You see people sitting down, people having fun, people walking, people dressed in a traditional outfit. We're not eliminating our cultural attire. We're still wearing our cultural attires and still living life. We're still living life because this is what we desire for our cities to look like. You understand? And if you look at the first building here, this one looks like it's for a rich person. So it got upstairs and downstairs. But you look at the other building, these are regular, but all of them, they still look the same. They still design the same. They are beautiful. This is the Liberia, right, that we can start working on today. Imagine, I would like to just visit this place, to just see these buildings, right? I don't want to, even if I don't even want to live there, I can just visit there and say, oh wow, the architecture in Buchanan is beautiful. I just want to travel to Buchanan this weekend to see the beauty of Buchanan. The roads are paved, everything is great. You understand? So I can just travel there to see. And this is what I'm asking for. This is what I'm proposing. I'm submitting this to the government, to people in leadership. Start making your counties attractive enough so that people can want to come. What does a representative do? Do you just live in a city and then once every 4 years or every 6 years you go and visit your county? What plans do you have for your county? Where do you see your county going in the next 10 or 15 years? Why did people put you in leadership? Is it just to make yourself rich? What plans do you have development-wise? You imagine this, the more people that come to your county, the more jobs that is created. Because when people come, they won't buy water, they won't buy food, they won't eat traditional food. So people now will have businesses running. And even if you can't create all the jobs, just by doing certain things, you will create opportunity that will create jobs. Now look to the back of these small buildings. You see these other big and nice, beautiful buildings. This is the center of the city of Buchanan. When you look there, you see how the beauty is, how beautiful this place is. So somebody will want to visit this place. Somebody will want to visit this city. Some of us in the USA, we just say we want to travel to Las Vegas just to see the beauty of Las Vegas. We want to travel to Atlanta just to see it. And this is what we can do in Liberia. We may not have the money that Atlanta have to develop to that level, but if we start developing our own little country building, we start making them beautiful, somebody will want to come and see those things because they are beautiful. Again, on that note, our family, I just want to thank you for watching. Those of you that watch, this is all I have to present to you. I just want you to sit down for a minute and think of a Liberia. Think that this is possible in Liberia. And as we enter the new year, let's start asking ourselves as Liberians, what do we want to see for our country? What do we want to see for our country future? Where do we see our country in the next 20 years? Where do we see our country in the next 30 years? And this is a challenge I'm leaving with you this afternoon. If you know politicians, if you know people in government, if you know policy makers in Liberia, talk to them and say, hey, I heard this guy on Facebook called Dr. Positive. He was showing some pictures that I think we can start working on in Liberia. For example, where will our next airport be? Where will our next airport be? And I just came up with this thing that says the Lone Star Regional Airport. Where will we build the Lone Star Regional Airport as beautiful as this one, or even more beautiful than this one, right? Where will we build this airport where you even have underground train taking you to the airport? Or you have a flying car taking you to the airport, then you get on a plane to fly out of the country or even visit another county. When will we start thinking like this? Fellow Liberians, as I close, and I wish you all the best for the rest of the year. Drive safe. Do your best to enjoy the little bit life we have. But as we all live this life as Liberians, let's look at a future that together, all of us, our children, our great-grandchildren can say our forefathers put in some effort to make our country develop. Our forefathers put in some effort to take our country to the next level. Our forefathers designed a country that they wanted their grandchildren to see. So I want to thank you all for watching. Those of you that are watching for the first time, this is Liberia Shall Rise. We are here every Saturday at 1 p.m. and then every Sunday at 1 p.m. Please tell somebody about this platform, share, follow, or even talk about it to your friends and tell them about this dream of a beautiful Liberia that together you and I can be proud to say we're taking our friends from the West, we're taking our neighbors to go and see our country. Imagine entering a Liberia where you enter this kind of airport, right? This is possible. This is not something that can just stay in dreamland. And I want to challenge our leaders to start thinking bigger than just thinking about the position you have. Again, I want to thank all of you. You guys have a happy and prosperous new year. All the best to you and your family. I wish you all the best. As 2025 comes, I wish you all the best. May all your positive dreams and wishes come true. I want to thank you all for your support. River says Pro. I see Eddie watching us, probably for the first time. Thank you so much for following. Again, I want to thank you all again, my own brother Augustine. Thank you. Thank you for watching today. You guys have an outstanding day, and I hope together we all can make this dream a reality to see a Liberia that is so beautiful that if I talk about vacation, this is where I want to go. Sis Paulina, thank you again for watching, and thank you for support all the time. You guys have an outstanding weekend, and all the best for 2025.